Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. It's been a year since you already laughing, bro? Come on. This is how we started our last interview. You started laughing off the rip. Dro Kenji in the building.
What's poppin'?
What's up, bro? Welcome. Good to see you, man.
You. Good to see you.
We came a long way.
Crazy.
We came a long way from the Batman days.
Yeah.
If for those of you who saw the last interview, we did it on Zoom, and like Dro gets on the Zoom, and I'm just like, and I don't really see Dro at first. And he just kind of pops out because it's like that the Zoom background shit, and it was like kind of covering you. And I'm like, why has he got a fucking Gotham City in the background?
But I needed a background. Like, I was told that I needed a background for Zoom. Like, cause like it's unprofessional not to have a background. I was told that.
Your house wasn't professional for the background?
Nah, you gotta have a background. So I was like, okay. So I just looked up a background.
And it was Gotham. Gotham got it. Well, I'm excited to finally get to meet you. Yo, it's crazy because a few months ago I saw you made this tour stop in New York, right? And shout out my boy Calvin. He shot a bunch of flicks for it. He was there. Kevin's in the building. He was trying to get me to go, but I had to shoot this show. But what I loved about the videos and shit that I saw from it was like this really dope, like intimate venue, and it just looked like you had a fucking blast in there. Like the show looked fucking lit. It looked like a really like an old school show I would have loved to go to. How was it? How was your time in New York back then?
It was an intimate venue that was fire. It was like a little like square.
Yeah,
like that shit was crazy. Like I took pictures of it before, like those people in there, and it was like it's literally like a square. But like when it was filled up, it fit way more people than you would think would be in there type shit. Like it's like damn, this shit is like full up. Like I don't know.
You came out on stage and you were like, damn, there's like I didn't think that this many people could fit into this square space.
Yeah, that venue's fire though.
Nah, it looked like y'all was raging, y'all was having a good time.
Yeah, it was turning up. Young Faygo, fucking. Who else was there? Scory.
Scory was there?
Yeah, it was lit. Memorial too, yeah.
That was like, so that was your first like kind of full tour, right?
Nah, it wasn't like a full tour, but it was like my first like own tour of my own shows.
Right, yeah, like your own headlining tour that you were doing, going around the country and shit like that. How was your first tour experience?
It was fire. I love it.
You love that?
I want to go on tour immediately again.
What's the
crazier?
What's like the craziest story from the road you have? Or the funniest? Or one that you could tell?
Let's see. I don't know. Not too much crazy shit. It was just like really fun. But the craziest shit was the Atlanta show selling out. That's crazy. The Atlanta show selling out. Like a sold out show is nuts. What the fuck?
That was big for you then.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you what was that venue like? Because obviously I didn't really get to see that one.
That venue was like, I don't know. The venue, I don't know. It wasn't like the one in New York, but like, it was still like hella people in like an area kind of, because the room was like hella big, but like the section was kind of like.
They all congregated in like one area.
Like
type
the section like to the side or some shit, like to the front is like where like the show is happening type shit. So it was like, it was still lit. It was still hella energetic and shit. Like. It was lit. Well,
congratulations on completing your first tour. I know you're already ready to go back out on another tour.
Right, thank you.
You're like, fuck it. You're like, it's already time. Wowie's out.
Yeah.
We gotta go crazy again.
No, that's happening. That's fire.
It was cool because like when we spoke last year, you were talking about like we dropped. How many albums we dropped last year? 3 or 4? 3.
I think.
It was 4 last year, right?
4?
It was 4 last year. You were on like, we were talking about, you were on like this, like, you were on this streak. You were like, I need to drop more albums. I remember I'm like, this kid is crazy. But like, you were right. Every single one of the albums was fire. Like every time I tuned in and I was like, oh shit, Dro's got a new album out. I was like, this shit did not disappoint me at all.
Thank you.
But I know this year it's a little different for you. You're trying to come a little bit differently when it comes to dropping projects. We're not going to be dropping as many projects this time around.
Nah.
Why is that?
I just want to like, more is going to be less in this circumstance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to put together more cohesive shit and more like artistic shit that's going to like have more of an impact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people are going to, like my shit already sits with people, but like I know like if I like really take my time and like get on some real creative shit, like it's really, I can make it really sit with people. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? I can make people really, like, hear it.
You want to give them, like, an album that they're going to be able to sit with for, like, 6, 7 months,
Yeah.
maybe more, maybe a year, shit like
Nah,
that.
like
That's
6, 7 years.
6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I meant before you dropped like another project type shit. That's kind of what I was getting at. But I also get you want to make timeless music too. Like you want like your next album to be like loved as much as like your last projects for like the next decades and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Wowie's the beginning of that.
Yeah. Definitely. Wowie is like the shift into that shit. Like this next shit is gonna be crazy. Like I want to put that shit out at the end of the year, but honestly, like talking about this shit, like
you're getting excited about it already.
I might even push that shit back. Fuck all that. I don't know.
Well, what is different about like this next? Because you know, like I said, you seem very excited about this next move, right? So what is different with this next project from Wowie that has gotten you in such like an excited space?
Like artist, I feel like my artistic vision changes every time I drop a
project.
Yeah, like my songs become more of songs. I said that shit yesterday too. Like every time I put like every time a body of work comes out and I start working on another body of work, like with that intention of like going on to the next shit, it comes out better. So I'm trying to see how like much better I could really make that shit.
Right.
Type shit.
Plus, it was like I felt like when I was looking at like your album covers right before this, I was like there was a definitely like a change in like the way that they looked with Wowie, because like if you look at all the other ones, they have like a very similar color scheme, and then Wowie actually like changed it to purple a little bit, right? Yeah. Did you did you just realize that too?
No, I was saying it's fire.
So was there like a reason why you changed the color scheme around this time? Is it just because it's like the beginning of a new era for you? Like, was there any kind of correlation to that too?
Yeah, face card. Face card because it's the album. Like this shit is important in purple because I love purple.
Right.
It's me.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
because I did notice that.
That's a me album cover.
Yeah, it's actually got you. It actually got you instead of like the drawings from before, which were very dope still too.
Yeah, I love them.
Which I really fuck with. But yeah, this album really felt like the album. You know what I'm saying? It really felt like the beginning of this new chapter of your career. And I felt like when you said that, how your songs have evolved, I felt like it really showed on this project.
Thank you.
And even when I was reading some of the comments on the YouTube videos, like a lot of people said, like even compared to the music that you were making last year, which was still really great, like this sounds like, I don't know, you sound more grown up, you sound more comfortable, you sound like you could see like the growth and shit like that from since you got signed not too long ago too.
That's hard. That makes me happy to hear that shit.
Yeah. Do you ever read your comments on your YouTube videos or nah?
On YouTube? Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of hard to like not, you know what I'm saying? You be like, I don't know if I want to read the comments because, you might see like a couple like negative ones in there, but then like you get so much love on your videos too at the same time.
Yeah, but a lot of the times if I see some hating ass shit, then like I look at it as like it's like some hating ass shit. Like I be
right,
like,
you just being a hater.
What the fuck this nigga? Like, especially if it's like some like niggas be saying some wild shit there, and it's like you can't even take that shit serious.
The internet just be internet
like,
and shit like that.
I literally cannot take that shit serious.
Right, as you should.
Like, it's not real life shit. Like nobody would ever say that shit to me in real life. Like and like half of this shit people be talking and like a lot of the musical opinions on the internet are like very invalid and like biased off of other shit that's not valid to the point of whatever musical opinion you're talking about.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
also, I feel like it just be like a lot of kids with fake profiles.
Yeah. Like,
that's what I had like a whole conversation here with like a young artist. Like she's brand new. I had her here last night, and we were talking about Instagram comments and shit like that. She's like, sometimes it really gets to me. I'm like, well, you got to realize that if they ain't got no profile picture and they got like 5 followers, it's probably just some like 13, 14, 15-year-old kid with a fake Instagram account just doing that shit to troll you just to piss you off. Nah. Not even because they actually don't like you. They're just like, I'm gonna see if I can fuck with you.
Nah, yeah. But there's definitely been times where like I seen some shit like a nigga commented or DM'd me and was like, nah, that's crazy. Like what? Like whoa. But like I don't think I never like got my feelings about no shit. Like
as you shouldn't.
Like
as you should. I saw you previewed some new stuff on your IG with Cash, right?
With Cash Dami?
Yeah, with Cash Dami. So when's that coming out? Is that this next project? You just wanted to
that song you gotta
ask.
Huh? Oh, I can say that?
You can say it.
Oh no, I just didn't want to like tell them about information and shit. That song gonna be on the Internet Money album.
On the Internet Money album.
Yeah.
Ooh. So we have another joint Internet Money album on the way. Dope. Very exciting. Oh, the whole team's whispering in the back. Are we okay? they're talking shit about us while we're doing the interview.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Nah.
Kevin's like, Kev's gonna walk around the cameras like, PR, turn. The interview's done. Canceled.
Nah, yeah.
You talking about the internet money out? We can't do that.
Nah, yeah, I think we can do that.
That's exciting though.
I don't know much about that. That's a Taz project. He's putting some crazy shit together.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that, Kev. We're good.
Soon come, man.
Soon come. All right, there you go. He said it. I saw.
Press release,
I'll get the press release in my email. We'll officially be able to talk about it. But I also peeped. I was going through your Twitter. There was like this tweet about how they were saying that Taz doesn't get enough credit. Why? And obviously you retweeted and you were like, yes, facts. But why do you? For all the people out there who don't, I guess, fully understand why he doesn't get enough credit. Why do you think he doesn't get enough credit? Because I know I get it too.
Y'all niggas don't understand why Taz Taylor don't get enough credit. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now, nigga. Listen. This nigga involved in so much shit behind the scenes that niggas would not even think of or think to give that nigga credit. That shit's like criminal. Like, including, I'ma just use me for example. Like, this nigga raised me. Like, I don't know, like, this nigga raised me in music, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Like, this, like, Taz believe in me more than anybody on earth type shit. To the point where he worked with me and like he wanted to work with me and like grow me type shit.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. And it's not just me. He did that with hella other niggas. Like, he do that with other artists. He develops shit. Like, he just be behind the scenes with shit.
Right. Because when you told me your story last year about how this all began for you, like he literally found you and took you obviously from your home and like raised you and signed you and brought you into this bigger world of being an artist and shit like that too.
Yeah.
And also he's responsible for like so many sounds. Like, it's cool. And especially here in New York now, I'm seeing like Internet Money's name attached to a lot of New York artist stuff that's going on right now. Like, I saw they did some stuff with Juan Bills from the Bronx. Shout out my guy, 22Gs. Like, what they've been doing too, like as a collective and all that shit like that has been crazy. Like, that's even kind of entering like different. Like, I would never expect to see like Internet Money's name attached to like a New York City drill record, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? So. Got to give a big shout out to Taz and Internet Money, man. That shit's
hard.
Dope. And give him his credit. Give that man some respect. You know what I'm saying? Internet Money got hits. And the guy Dro Kenji.
Shit inspires me.
Get your shit right. You said it inspires you?
Taz, yeah.
Taz?
Yeah.
Is he always like hands-on with like working with you on your projects and shit like that?
Yeah, every single one of them.
That's a good mentor. How have you been enjoying your time out here in New York?
I love New York. I might come back next month. Yeah,
for fun.
Yeah,
I see you even got like the New York gloves. I feel where'd you get these at? I feel like you got these at like a corner store or something.
Yeah, it was a store I walked past. I need touchscreen gloves. I found them. It was lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I be thinking about that shit all the time, bro. Like when I be having my gloves on, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like,
nah, it's cold as fuck outside. That's crazy. Like,
well, not yesterday. Yesterday it was warm.
Oh yeah, now it was warm.
Yesterday you got like a little taste of that summertime feel in New York.
I fuck with that.
I know last year too. So when we spoke last year, you were nominated for the 10 spot on the XXL cover, right? And I feel like now this year, I feel like we're in a different place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's only inevitable before they're gonna have you on that cover before you a freshman. I'm just putting out. I like manifesting shit into the world.
Like,
I like putting shit in. I'm not trying to get nothing out of you. I just want to put it out into the universe that you're gonna be on that cover soon. Because I feel like you deserve it. I feel like you've been putting in that work like crazy.
I think it could definitely happen. For sure.
We're gonna and if not, I'm gonna make sure that I vote like 1 million times this year on the 10 spot again. Cause I know you're gonna be up there.
Thank you. You're real for that.
Of course, bro. I peeped also on your Twitter, you were talking about you on Faygo on your next project.
I fuck with Faygo.
Have you spoken about that? Have there been any early conversations?
I just want to lock in with bro.
That's it. Just very simple.
Try to make some music, like shit fire.
Very simple. Do we have any performances coming up? Do we have any shows, anything like that the people got to be on the lookout for?
South by
Southwest, yep.
Rolling Loud, New York, whenever that is.
Oh, you gonna be at the next Rolling Loud, New York?
Yeah.
Dope. I will definitely be there checking you out, of course.
Probably, I wanna like put some shows and pop-ups together and shit, but like, I gotta put that shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Like another tour and shit.
Yeah, but like, I want to go to different cities and do like pop-ups. I think that's hard.
Yeah, just like the day before, be like, yo, come meet me here, showtime, shit like that.
Yeah, type shit, and have like clothes and shit.
When you see like, cause I be seeing like a lot of like not just blogs, but like publications. Like I saw Audio Mac named you as like one of like the artists to watch this year and shit like that. When you see things like that, you know, looking back at like where you came from and how far you come, how does that seeing that shit make you feel?
I see that as like what's the word? Affirmations of success. That's the word. It's like things to let you know that you're going in the right direction. Mm-hmm. It's like see this shit like that. It's like, all right, but we going up still. Like seeing everything go up, it's like, all right.
Yeah, the views, all that shit.
It's like confirmation for me. Like kind of like I don't want to say motivates me to work, but like it's just confirmation, like more assurance.
Right.
Type shit.
Right. Who else you want to lock in with for your forthcoming project, the next project of all projects? Who else are you would you like to lock in with? Since we mentioned Faygo before.
Since it's what you cooking. I don't know. I ain't even trying to say too much about that. But like, since it's what you're cooking, you seeing on there.
Dope. All right, well we got something, and I'm still looking forward to that MGK thing joint whenever it come out. You know what I'm saying? I know that we spoke about that last year. I know it's out there somewhere in the.
Damn, we talked about that,
bro. That was last year.
Bro, that's not.
I actually think like it was like the day before that we did the interview that you posted the flick with him too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so I'm hoping that we gonna eventually get to hear that shit too. Maybe, we'll see. But before we sign off here, you know what I'm saying? I know your fan base is huge. I know your fans love you, and I feel like I want to ask this. So what's something, right, that your fans might not know about you that they should?
Shit. Damn, that's a good question.
I feel like we need like the Jeopardy music in the background.
Definitely. Something that my fans don't know about me that they should.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty like open. Like there's not too much shit that's like
that they won't know.
I wonder this about that nigga. But like, I don't know. That's just like what is there to like wonder about nigga?
I don't know. Like what does Dro Kenji do when he's off the internet? When he's not around? When we
make music.
Besides when he's not in the studio.
I really love. Oh, that's not really like a. Huh? That's some shit niggas do down south.
Wait, what'd you say? Syrup on mac and cheese? That's a thing? I didn't.
Okay.
What?
I just said it, but like, correct me if I'm wrong. I know niggas down south do this. I'm not the only nigga that's putting syrup and shit.
Nah, could someone please?
I feel like down south they just
that's a thing.
Sweet.
Like, am I tripping? Like,
nah, syrup on mac and cheese.
Niggas be putting
answer
syrup
the
on bread, sugar on bread, syrup and mac and cheese. Niggas do all types of shit.
Syrup
like
on
that.
mac and cheese.
Yeah.
All right, well that's something I guess the fans.
You ever had syrup and bread?
Well, yeah, that you put syrup on like French toast and shit.
Nah, like loaf bread.
Oh nah. I don't.
That's like It's like the same shit, but it's like just it makes it better.
Syrup on mac and cheese. Cam, what you think about that? My engineer, he got like he's like, nah, this ain't it.
We're not fucking with
but
that.
Not, maybe it's because we from the north, but I don't know. I feel like I want to try it, but that also like kind of scares me. I don't know.
It's gotta be the right mac and cheese for surely.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can't like if you get some Chick-fil-A mac and cheese, put some syrup in it, that's good. But like not too much syrup, but you gonna fuck it up and you think it's nasty.
Got you.
Probably. Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like if you add like a little bit of syrup, but add like some sweetness in it. Even if you don't like that shit like that sweet, you add that, it'll be good as fuck.
Gotcha. Okay, so now the fans know. Dro Kenji likes a little bit of syrup on his mac and cheese.
Niggas is like
they probably go look at this like, what? I've never heard of it, but you know what? I might have to try it now just so I could DM you and be like, Dro, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
They're not trying. They're just gonna slam.
Or I'm gonna be like, or I'm gonna be like, yo, Dro, you just opened my eyes to something. I gotta get high before it though.
Yeah, oh no, definitely.
I gotta get smacked before, and then I'll put the syrup on. Then I'll be like, nah, I think Dro was onto something with this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Well, look, man, it's always a pleasure having you here. We gonna have you do a little performance of a little some off the project. I'm very excited for that.
For sure.
And you know, you always have a home here on the radar whenever you come to New York, man. It's always a pleasure. The bat signal will always be up for you.
Appreciate it.
You feel me? Before we sign off, you know the drill. Let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it.
Shit.
That camera right there.
Shit, this one?
Yeah, that camera right there. That's all you.
Shit. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit to say. With or Without You just came out, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Dro Kenji on Instagram, all of that. I don't know. Fuck Instagram, though. I ain't really worried about that shit. Like, I don't know. Word.
Well, there you have it. Dro Kenji. Make sure you go follow him. Go run a Wowie out right now. Go put some syrup on your mac and cheese. Go check out the performance if it's out or if it's coming out. And until next time, Dro Kenji on the radar. My guy, appreciate you.
Okay.
Love.
Word.